there, welcome to Over the Moony. My name is Katie and today we are going to be talking about 2020 goals and aspirations and all of that stuff, and also look back a little bit on 2019. This is something I really love to watch. I love watching people talk about their goals for the new year. I'm not going to call it a resolution, I'm going to call it a goal, and I'm going to talk about how I want to tackle my goals a little bit more realistically maybe than a resolution generally, because I feel like people make New Year's resolutions and they're just like, this is what I want to do, and no real like outline as to how they want to do that. So I have some ideas in my head, but before we get into 2020, I did kind of want to take a look back on 2019 a little bit, and I don't really want to focus on the negative, on the bad stuff that happened, because there was some stuff that was a little bit challenging and tough and sad that happened in 2019, but I want to focus on the good stuff. And honestly, a lot of the good stuff kind of revolves around YouTube. I've probably said this before, but you know, I'm a pretty introverted person, and I think also as you get older, it's just a challenge to make new friends because everyone is kind of already settled into their life at that point. As you get older and you get to have a family and you have kids and all of that stuff, like it's hard. It's hard to really make that connection. You're not as fearless as you are when you're a kid and you just can go up to people on the playground and go play with them and everything. Like, there's that fear of rejection in any capacity when you're an adult. So having this platform and what it has brought to me in a social aspect has just been fantastic. There have been people that I have gotten to be friends with, that I'm friends with in real life, that I talk to consistently. There are friends that I have made friends with, you guys, the viewers, that I chat with in the comments all the time, that, you know, you guys comment on my videos constantly and we have a great dialogue and a good back and forth, and, you know, we chat on Instagram and stuff. But I did also want to give a couple shout outs to some people that I was able to meet up with in person this year and actually get to meet and hang out with. Kate from Princess Minnie, you guys know that we show up in each other's videos. We don't live too far away from one another, so we get to hang out with each other pretty frequently, and sometimes we film and sometimes we do YouTube related stuff, but sometimes we just go shopping or just go out and grab dinner and just, you know, just talk and have fun. I did meet Kate in 2018, but I feel like we've gotten to be really good friends and our relationship has really developed in 2019, and you guys really responded super well to all the videos that we put out together, so thank you for that. And we're planning on filming a little bit more together in 2020. We were talking about it the last time we met up, so I think that we will have some fun stuff coming up for you guys in the new year, which is going to be awesome. Another YouTuber that I had the opportunity to meet up with in 2019 was Johnny from the Game Boys channel, and his work actually brought him to Philadelphia a couple times last year, and I live a hop, skip, and a jump away from Philly, as I've mentioned before, so I was able to go into the city and meet up with him 2 times last year, and like, just talk about like instant ease of friendship, conversation. Like, you know, we just instantly had so much to talk about because we had kind of already been talking, and then when you get to meet up in person, it's just so much easier to actually talk to them and just truly not having like an uncomfortable point or like a weird lull in the conversation. Like, it's just the easiest thing to sit and chat with Johnny, and I'm so grateful to, you know, have gotten to meet him, and I hope to meet up with him more in the future. And I also am hoping that I get to meet up with Tim. I feel very aggressive about that. I don't mean to be. I hope to meet up with Tim soon as well, because I really would love to get to meet him in person as well. But truly just such a joy to hang out with Johnny. We just had so much fun together. The short amount of time that we did get to hang out, we just had a blast, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully hanging out with him and Tim at some point in 2020, maybe, hopefully, I hope. I also got the chance to meet up with my friend Melissa from Pixie Dust and Pins. We actually started talking to each other a lot when the Haunted Mansion Funko Pop release started coming out, because it was so sporadic and so chaotic, and so we were kind of coordinating back and forth about like where we've found things, what we found, and all of that stuff. And then Melissa and Kate had been friends before Melissa and I really started talking, but Melissa actually also lives in New Jersey, so we went on a shopping trip where the three of us met up, and we went to one of the Disney outlets that is not terribly close to any of us, but it's a good meeting place, and so we all got to go and hang out together and go shopping for a little bit, which was such a blast. And Melissa's just so much fun to hang out with and so much fun to chat with. Then also I was able to meet up with some people down in Walt Disney World when I was down there in May, so I got to hang out with Hope and Abby from the Disney Sisters, and we just had so much fun. Those girls are just the sweetest girls. They are just a blast to hang out with. We had such a fun time hanging out and walking around Animal Kingdom, and the first time that they came up to us and my mom and I were hiding, it was pouring rain, we were hiding under an umbrella at this like abandoned food cart, and all these people kept on coming up to us asking us for food and asking us for drinks as my mom and I are standing there eating something. I don't remember what we were eating, but we were eating something, and you know, then Hope and Abby came over and they were standing there, and people continued to come over and try to order things from us. So I think that that's a memory that I will forever associate with them, because it was just so funny, and people are just truly so oblivious in Walt Disney World. It's kind of hilarious. But we had such a fun time wandering around Animal Kingdom together and going on rides and seeing shows and all that stuff, so I was super excited to get a chance to meet up with them. And then last but certainly not least, I got to meet up with Karen from Karen's USA Adventures. What was really fun about my trip with my mom in May was that Kate and her husband John were down there at the same time, so we got to meet up with them, and then Kate had been coordinating with Karen to meet up as well, so all of us got to meet up. Karen was there with her husband Phil, who is such a sweetheart. Both of them are just outstanding human beings, and I feel like I got a full Karen experience because we tried to get in somewhere that you generally can't really get into, but Karen worked her magic and we were able to sit down and grab a table so that we could just have some drinks and hang out and chat for a little bit, which was such a fun time. So truly, like, YouTube has just brought into my life some super amazing people. There are plenty of people that I chat with regularly that I haven't gotten a chance to meet up with. Jessie from Miss Cherry's channel, who I've gotten to be closer with this year, having done the Crafted series. You know, we definitely chat more frequently than last year, and I just have so much fun collaborating with her. It's such a blast to collaborate with Jessie. She's such a creative person and just such a warm-hearted, fun person to be friends with, so I've been loving that. And then also Heather from the Sassy Cinderella. I feel like not too many days go by where we don't at least chat a little bit, but generally we chat a lot. And I just have so much fun going back and forth with her, and we just have so much in common, and it's just been such a pleasure to get to know so many people within the YouTube community, and I just have so much fun meeting new people and talking with people. And again, as an introverted human, it's just so nice to have this kind of easy way to make friends with people and feel like I'm being more social than I probably actually am, which is a plus. That is it for what I want to talk about for 2019. I want to focus on 2020 because it's obviously coming around the corner. If I am able to get this up when I'm hoping that I get it up, this will be up on January 1st, 2020, so I can really like hit the ground running and get my goals out there. And in a way, I also kind of feel like this is a good way to keep me accountable. If I put my goals out there, I feel like I have to really follow through on them. And you guys can feel free to help me be accountable. Feel free to yell at me about things. So I think one of the biggest things that I need to work on in my life, and I feel like this is going to be a theme that you're seeing because a lot of YouTube friends that I'm chatting with are kind of going through the same thing, that we're all kind of on a stuff overload. Like, everything looks neat and kind of put together back here, but if you could see the rest of my attic, it is a hot mess. There is just stuff everywhere, and there's stuff that I need to get rid of stuff. I want to get rid of stuff. So that is going to be a big part of hopefully the first quarter of 2019. And that's kind of how I'm going to gauge things. I want to do it by quarters. I feel like that's a more attainable thing. 3 months isn't that big of a time commitment, so I feel like I can get stuff done in 3 months. So my plan is to just kind of bit by bit work through things. I would like to work through things like on the weekends, and then, you know, accumulate enough stuff that I can either take it to a place to try to sell it or do Instagram sales, which if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram over the Moony. I will be talking on Instagram anytime that I do plan on doing an Instagram sale. I will give you guys some warnings so you know when stuff is going up. I think one of the first things that I might do is actually something that I'm stealing from Robin from Oh Hello Robin. She did like a mystery pin sale just to get rid of some excess pins, so I can put some pins in a pack, and if you want one you can buy one and see what you get. But I have a lot of pins since I've really cut back on my pin collecting. I have a significant amount of pins that I would like to get rid of, and I'm not really trading, so that's probably an option. Same thing with like those figural keychains. I don't really use them anymore. I never really used them in the first place, honestly, but I have a ton of those. I have a ton of mystery minis that are just kind of sitting around that are doubles or ones that I just don't really care about. The vinyl Tsum Tsums I think I'm kind of over having, so there's some that I will keep because there's some that I really do like a lot, but there's a lot that I can do without. So I think that that's going to be a start. I'm also definitely going to be downsizing my Funko collection, which I'm planning on doing a video about because I feel like it's going to be a bit of a process, and maybe that's something that you need to approach as well, or just even downsizing any collection. Maybe you can apply some of the things that I apply to downsizing my Funko collection, to downsizing whatever collection it is that you have. But I need to get a grasp on my life. I feel very taken over by stuff, and it's getting to be a bit much. So that is probably goal number one, like at the top of my list, is to just really cut down on the amount of stuff that I have here. In conjunction with that, I really want to cut back on the amount of money that I'm spending. I feel like I'm just buying stuff to have content for you guys, and then I don't necessarily need the stuff that I'm buying to have the content for you. You know, I think Kate and I were kind of talking about that a couple times when we were together, that it's like, you know, you walk into box lunch and you really are only going in there because you want to buy one thing, but then you're like, well, I could probably get a video out of this if I buy some more stuff. So then you buy more stuff, and then you buy that stuff, you show it on here, and then it's like, okay, well, I guess I didn't actually really need all of that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the struggle that I'm having. So I'm going to cut back on how much money I'm spending, cut back on all of the stuff that I'm buying, and I really want to refocus in on doing my collection videos, which have really been lacking. I only have done one collection video in the new format in the past couple months, so refocus on that. I think I want to try to do some more DIYs. Of course, you know, Jesse and I are going to be continuing our crafted series, so that'll be ongoing. And of course, if there's anything that you guys really would like to see, I know that I asked this in my community tab, and a lot of people did say DIYs, which I would really like to do. So if there's anything else that you guys can think of that you would like to see on this channel, then please let me know. And, you know, also I will be doing stuff that, you know, I have to spend money on. If there's like a new wave of mystery minis that comes out that I'm like really into or something, I'll probably buy a bunch of those to open with you guys. So don't think that like none of the unboxings are going away. There's going to be plenty of stuff that you're used to seeing here that's going to continue to be here, but there's probably also going to be less hauls, less that kind of stuff. And my goal, we'll see if this happens, but my goal is to not do a haul on this channel until I get back from Walt Disney World. Like, I want my first haul of 2020 to be my Walt Disney World haul, which I'm hoping isn't going to be all that much anyway. And then another goal of mine this year, which is every year, is just to really get in on my fitness and to really, you know, rein myself in. I think like if I could have just a phrase or a slogan, I guess, of what I want 2020 to be, it's just to be regaining control of my life, my financial control, my surroundings control, my control of my own body and what I'm putting into my body, what I'm doing with my body. I need to get myself back into a good workout regimen. I want to get into eating better. I think that I started to, and then the holidays happened, and you know how that all goes. So I want to get back into eating better. I will be having a new series coming up on my channel later this month that is kind of going to be in that line of things. So that will be exciting and hopefully will help me be a little bit more accountable for my own fitness and for myself, because again, if I'm putting it out there, I feel like I have a better commitment, because I want to show that I'm doing things well and being successful. So hopefully that will work. I think that that's everything that I have as far as my goals. So I'm going to do a check-in. I'm planning on doing a check-in at the end of March just to kind of talk about how things have gone. You know, I want to be realistic with myself. I know myself enough to know that I can't just go cold turkey with anything. I can't just say, okay, well, you're not going to spend money, or you're not going to have sugar, or, you know, all these crazy, just like completely cutting myself off from X, whatever X happens to be. I know that for me, that just does not work. So everything is going to be kind of a gradual thing for me, but you know, I'm hoping by March I'll be in a better place than I am now, and especially coming off of the holidays and having spent so much money and having eaten so much food that I'll be kind of in a recalibration mode where I just am like, okay, let's just get everything back together, get everything into a good, happy place. I think that everything is going to work out just fine. So that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys do enjoy these kinds of videos, then let me know. I also just really like to just kind of have a chit chat video. I think chit chat videos are kind of fun to watch also. So if that's something that you guys would like to see more of, then let me know. But also let me know if you guys have any goals, or how you even approach your goals. If there's a certain way that really works for you to help keep you accountable, let me know, because I'm always looking for different ways to kind of make my goals stick and to really succeed. I want to just say to really success at them, but that's not right. To really succeed at them. Any tips or tricks or help that you guys can throw out there is great. And yeah, let me know what your goals are, what you want to have done in 2020, if there's any crazy exciting things that are coming up in your life. So that is everything that I have for you. If you guys enjoyed this video and you like videos like this, then let me know, but also please give me a big thumbs up so that I can kind of track that and know. And also don't forget to hit subscribe so you can kind of follow along with me on my goal journey, my decluttering journey. I will definitely be documenting my decluttering journey, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff to declutter. So we will be talking about this. And yeah, other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed everything. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.